July 14, 2009, an Arkansas woman dies after a voodoo hex was placed on her for the amount of $621. January 12, 2010, an earthquake in Haiti left an estimated 2,000 people dead. USA evangelist Pat Robertson said it was due to the pact Haiti made with the devil. These are many of the misconceptions people have about voodoo and most likely think about when they think about voodoo. First and foremost, voodoo is a religion. It is dominant in Haiti. Contrary to what you have seen in Hollywood movies, voodoo is taken very seriously by the people in Haiti and others around the world. Thus, I want to introduce you to the cultural and religious aspects of voodoo. Today, I will go through the religious and cultural aspects of voodoo, as well as discuss the political aspects of it, and how it's used to resist oppression in Haiti. Furthermore, I will discuss how voodoo is used Furthermore, we'll discuss how voodoo is used to help Haitians cope with the natural and political disasters. In order to better understand how voodoo works, let's look at its religious and cultural practices. Okay. The most basic concept of voodoo is the belief in one single God. His name is Bandai. It is very similar to the God of Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. The central aspect of voodoo is healing people, and makes up 60% of voodoo practices. It can be healing through herbs, through love potions, and basically using spirits to help them heal the people. They also believe in a balance in good and evil, such as the yin and yang. The priests of voodoo are both men and women, and are very high in the sociological ladder. They also function as healing, performing rituals, divination, and casting and setting spells, as well as love potions. And let me go back. And then this is a picture of a male priest healing a woman. It is very common for them to use a lot of animals, because for them, the chicken and the rooster and farm animals like that, because it is what they have around, it is very, very important. It's basically very sacred to them, so they use a lot. And 60% of the whole voodoo religion is made out of healing people, because all the people there don't have any access to any actual medical assistance, so they use a lot of herbs, and they rely on what they have around to basically help people and heal them and give them hope that everything's going to be okay. Okay. Voodoo's development began in the Congo, also known as Central Africa, and through the slave trade was brought to the Caribbean and Haiti. And according to Ian Fandrick, a socio-anthropologist, voodoo has roots in Roman Catholicism, Christianity, Santeria, and West African beliefs. Apart from voodoo being the main religion in Haiti, it has also been used to politically resist oppression by the French. For example, when Napoleon Bonaparte tried to reconquer Haiti and establish a French regime, French slaves were forbidden to practice voodoo. Thus, what they did is they communicated through the dance. They developed their own language. That way, they used it basically to rebel, and through that, there were secret messages to communicate about how they're going to attack and how they're going to take back Haiti from the French and the Europeans. Even now, many Christians have even set up missionaries and propaganda against voodoo practitioners, and claim that everything bad that has happened in Haiti and the Caribbean is due to voodoo practices. And this is a picture of basically an artist, a Haitian artist, and this is a picture of the Haitians against the French when they fought and they won. And this is also a really old poster of propaganda, North African slave revolts, basically placed in Haiti in regards to what's going on and everything, to kind of get them more motivated. Okay. Today, voodoo is also helping many Haitians cope with the earthquake that happened in January 2010, and bringing them more of a sense of connection to their culture, especially if they lost a lot of loved ones, because there was a lot of people that died in that. For example, there's a woman, Louis Lacrosse, who's 39 and uses voodoo to reconnect to her loved ones that she lost, and kind of maybe cope with it, use it as a coping mechanism to what has happened to her. Patrick Bellegarde, a professor at Wisconsin of Africanology, also uses voodoo to connect to his ancestors when he migrated here when he was 8 years old and has no further connection, so he uses that as well. Today, there are an estimated 300,000 Haitians practicing voodoo in Florida. So, in conclusion, voodoo is a legitimate religion, culture, and has culture and political value, and helping many Haitians connect to their culture. I use it too as well to connect to my Haitian culture. I'm half Mexican, half Haitian, so I use that, and I have witnessed a lot of people use that just to cope with everything that's going on. And there's different variations in the Caribbean of voodoo. It's not just this, but this is the most relevant is practiced in Haiti, and it's through this form. Lastly, I would like to end by a quote by Dr. Beauvoir, an educated practitioner of voodoo and professor in Haiti. Voodoo was developed by our ancestor. It's a way of life. To ask us to stop practicing voodoo is like asking Americans to stop eating hamburgers. Thank you.
All right, Summer, go ahead.
All right, so I like your topic overall because it's different, something that I never heard of, so that got me interested. I also liked your visual aids. Your visual aids were pretty good. Like they told me, like I saw the war and I saw like someone practicing, voodoo. I saw someone healing them. It pretty much your topics were through your visual aids, so I saw it all. Your transitions were okay. Sometimes you pause.
Yeah,
No, but it's okay. But yeah, sometimes you pause and you're like, okay, then I like that you talked about the earthquake, and yeah, I heard through the news, they're voodoo, they practice voodoo, so it's good you're like defending it, and I liked in the end that you said I am half Haitian because I would have never guessed that. So. The conclusion, I thought it was too fast. I thought you could kind of talk a little bit more about the voodoo that is practiced in Haiti a little bit more in the end before you concluded it. And I like the way you ended your presentation with a quote, because personally I like quotes. So overall, I thought it was pretty good.
All right. I like the opening with the examples that you had, and the setup of the topic I thought was pretty clear. I did feel a little bit like you rushed through that purpose statement, and there are several places during the speech where it feels like you are rushing a little bit, and you need to pace yourself more. Like I said, we're going to talk about that more on the next assignment, so it's not a big issue for your grade on this assignment, but it's something that you'll want to watch for your other presentations. So all the stuff in the opening I thought was pretty solid. I think you need to do a little bit more to distinguish voodoo from some of the other religions or myths or practices that people know about. You talk about how it's similar to other kinds of religions, or or that it has basically, for example, the same God you mentioned as Christianity or Islam, or I like the comparison that you made to the yin and the yang, the good, the bad, that kind of thing. So I think you need a little bit more material on that to tell us really what's distinctive about it then. Because if it's got all these things in common, well then what's freaking people out about it? What makes us think that it's different? Why would it be perceived as being negative? And you need to talk about what some of those practices are that are different, what some of the practices are that are not really voodoo, but people sometimes think are voodoo, maybe something like that in that opening section. I thought it was pretty nicely organized. The transitions could be a little bit smoother. Sometimes they're just like someone said, that pause for a second. You also use the visuals to kind of move from one idea to the next. I thought the visuals were fine. They're basically used for structural things or to make a reference to one of the particular practices that you're talking about there. I like the one at the end where you were showing the woman praying and trying to remain in contact with her lost loved ones through the practices there. It would be, I'm back to the same kind of question though. So what's distinct about that from other kinds of religions? What practices do they engage in that are, that are maybe sometimes condemned or seen as being different or odd?